Okay. Got another question for me?
Yes, you were mentioning visions before. What are your visions? Du hast über Visionen geredet, über eigene Visionen. Was sind diese Visionen?
Very helpful to indigenous people, I think, around the world, was to look at the classroom, the library of information just outside of the village life, which means for many people a walk in the woods or on the prairies, but nature was put together by the Creator for us to refer to. And a simple walk would indicate that, well, this particular animal has a particular purpose and a contribution to life. And individuals of a species would have a particular contribution. So tribal people looked at that and said, well, maybe the Creator's trying to tell us how important that each person is. So in village life, and I'd love to give some perspective of that, but briefly, in village life, it was the nurturing grandmothers who helped watch the way children are, the gifts and their soft spots and their limitations, and helped each child to understand themselves. That for 15 years or so, the children were assisted in what they were all about and what might be their gifts. And then every tribe would have a vision quest or a coming of age ceremony where each individual would step from childhood into an adult contribution. So in many ways, indigenous spirituality was an individual spirituality, individual relationship, an individual response to how you are to be with life. And so we didn't, we weren't just given a book of rules and follow the rules. It was how are we personally going to be a part of life there. So many years ago, it was my late 30s that I went into some ceremony, and out of that came a particular vision. And my life wasn't quite into a balance yet until I was in my early 50s. I had decided to step out of the main contribution that I felt like I was doing, that was as a child and adolescent therapist, and to step completely into a vision given to me by the Creator. And so I left that work behind and started to be available to teach and to talk and to explain and to bring the teachings that had been shared with me, because I've visited lots and lots of elders from many different tribes. And it was helpful to have a second person, my wife, who understood what I was all about. And that support system came later in my life as I tried to struggle to get my own balance. So I basically retired from job, as we call it, in my early 50s, and actually stepped into being available as a teacher and try to gather up the information, put it in some kind of way where people can understand it, and that's called writing. My wife's really the writer. I just gather it all up and make sure that what is being said is accurate from the elders.